Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Cavs would never win in this game. Cavs went nowhere near winning this game. And this is a referendum for all those dudes out here that some of y'all don't know no basketball. I'm gonna need to talk to y'all for a little bit. Sometimes I give the Browns real talk. See, the Browns deserve real talk sometimes. And today, I'm sorry, Cleveland Cavaliers, you're gonna get that real talk too. G. Bush is in the building. Cavs get put behind the woodshed low-key against the LA Lakers. LA Lakers, man. 131. Hold on, let me just pull this up real quick. Just figure out what. I don't even know what the score was. Just the box score. Let's pull this up. 131 to 120. This was real nasty. There we go. There's the box. This was real nasty. 131 to 120. And I'm gonna be honest with you. And let me go ahead and pull this right back down before I can get to that. Right now, there's a lot of people at the beginning of the year where people talk about, Darius Garland was like, hey, we want to do our own thing. We don't need no LeBron and LeBron this and it's a lot of people. I get where you're coming from with that. But let's be 100% clear. LeBron James is the best basketball player to put some gym shoes on. And it's not even close. Not even close. I just put a blog up a point in time on Facebook. Do you know that this man's stats are off the charts? I mean, he has 30, the first player, whatever, 30,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, 10,000 assists. Stop it. Tonight, we saw the difference in levels in this thing. We could talk about young teams, and young teams is really exciting and cool. But listen, we saw what it looks like to control the game in the fourth quarter and to also hit ridiculous shots. I mean, fadeaways, 17, 18 feet away from the basket. Dunking on Kevin Love like he's a senior citizen. Kevin Love, he put you in hospice today, bro. He put you in critical care. He took off from you, and you had the nerve to not understand what we was doing. It's levels to this. And there's a lot of people in Cleveland. I don't want to hear this no more. I don't want to hear it. Listen, you can say what you want about LeBron. You can say you want to start this youth movement. I get that. But let's be clear. Stop talking about he's washed up. Stop telling me how you don't like the ISO stuff. Stop telling me all of that. Because at the end of the day, you see what that type of ball player can still do to you in the fourth quarter. And that's what the Cavaliers, that mindset, he big brothered us tonight. This is like your brother playing you at the park. Yeah, the Cavs was up early. But the Cavs coming out in that second half, and they came out, you could tell they had nothing for him. They had nothing, no answer for him. Like, in Lori marketing, he was just walking him to the basket, just, oh, do-do-do, I'm LeBron, I'm to the rim. He wasn't even working hard for them points. When you don't Austin Carr was specifically 100% correct. If you let LeBron not work for it, you're in trouble. He's going to waltz to the rim. This was the easiest triple-double I didn't see him get in a while. 38 points, easy money. And this is a bad Lakers team, too. This is a bad Lakers team. In these games, you need closers. And you could tell the Cavs is young right now. Because I don't think the Cavs understand, like we talked about when they was winning, they didn't understand what they was doing. They taking L's, and they still don't know what they was doing. This is a game you had to come out, and I think Bickerstaff needed to have these dudes ready. Like, look, if y'all think y'all going to come out here and get down on LeBron at home, you got another thing coming. He's going to come out here and put 50 on you. You think you think you're going to get down and do this the fun and game stuff and laugh and joke, and the Cavs never give up. Some people don't care if you don't ever give up. You can die and still not give up. Let me repeat that. You can get killed and you still cannot give up. Oh, we fought it all the way to the end. You got beat by 30. Don't nobody care if you was hustling. You still got beat. So when you playing teams like this, and it's a bad team like the Lakers, you got to put them away. If you don't make LeBron start putting his hands on his hips and arguing with Westbrook like, if you don't get him doing that, and he actually likes his people in the fourth quarter, he's going to run this clock down. He's going to run pick and roll. He's going to get to the free throw line. He's going to get to all of his spots, and you could be down 8. I've seen the Raptors do it with DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry. I've seen the Hawks do it for years. I've seen him do that against the Celtics. I've seen him go against the Golden State Warriors. You could be down 6. But he get the ball, and he big brother, and you feel like you down 30. But we're only down 6, coach. No, you down 30. You don't even know it because he's not missing that. Good. I was just sitting at my house. Good. I was just looking around. Hey, Dave, can I get a sandwich? Good. Easy money. And guess what? The Raptors is right behind us. Must win, yeah, this is a must win. Let's get it going. 27 people in here. Please hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Let's get to the chat. This is one of these games where I'm going to give you real talk. We're not going to get prognosticator-ish. I'm going to give you real talk. Listen, Cavs, y'all been playing at a nice level all year. Do not drop the ball in the last few seconds. So who's going to do it? Because in basketball, you need somebody who says, no, guys, we're not going to take this, and I'm not going to let us lose. Who is it going to be? Because right now, the Toronto Raptors are playing damn good basketball. If I had my money on somebody, the Raptors are playing good ball. They look like they're catching you and hawking you. You can't lose these games. Can't lose them. And we let the Lakers come in here, get this win. Now our back is against the ropes. Now we got to get that win against Toronto. And that's head-to-head. We're half game up. Let's get back to it, man. Good effort from the Cavs. Back to the drawing board, and people need to stop hating on LeBron. Dude won a championship. G's for the Cavs. Greatest Cavalier of all. Man, he's the greatest player of all time. I'm trying to work with people here in Cleveland. I'm trying to work with y'all. I get it. But the whole LeBron thing, y'all act like y'all haven't seen him hit these same shots with like all-time greats hanging all over his body. Good. I seen him put one of the worst NBA Finals teams I've ever seen in my life. The 2018 team, that team that had Larry Nance Jr. and Rodney Hood. I seen him dominate a whole playoff series against the Pacers. He dominated what came back against the Raptors, continued to dominate in the Eastern Conference Finals against the Celtics in 7. Come on, stop playing. And by the way, too, can we act like, let's be clear. I thought he was longer away from Kareem than he was. I looked at my phone like, hold on, bro, hold on. Let me look at this. What you mean he passed Karl Malone? So what do you mean he passed already? He gonna have Kareem by next year. He got Kareem by. Think about that. All you guys out there, if you're a historian of the game, think about where Kareem was at the end of his career. He had to come back out of retirement and throw some more sky hooks. Think about where he was at. He was playing at a role player level. Think about where Karl Malone was at the end of his career when he was getting smoked by Ben Wallace. Remember when he played for the Lakers? He was getting smoked by Ben Wallace. LeBron James is averaging 30. This man a couple years ago led the league in assists. So when people talk about, who's going to play with a washed up, I would take LeBron if he wanted to, if his whole family wanted to play. Give me Savannah, give me Bryce, give me Bronny. I don't care. Put him on the squad. I got a couple spots for y'all, dog. What you talking about? Stop playing with me, man. This dude getting 30. He's fourth in the league in minutes. He's playing the fourth. That's why I was salty at Karis LeVert. That's why I'm looking around like, listen, I need you to be back in the mix. This dude is 100 years old playing the fourth most minutes. Come on now. Again, Harry, I couldn't agree more. Again, LeBron was a man amongst eighth graders on the basketball court. He had nothing for him, bro. Nothing. If he wanted to get 50 tonight, he could have got 50. Karen, GB, I think we were starstruck. Hey, Karen, they was looking around like this. Did you see that move? Did you see the way he dunked on Kev? Did you see that? Hey, man, they bumping each other. At them fadeaways, people's good. Fadeaway, good. LeBron James, step good. Man, them dudes had nothing for him today. It didn't matter if Anthony Davis, if Russell Westbrook wasn't playing, it didn't matter. I thought you wasn't coming on, G. Bush. Nah, not after that. Yeah, they was gonna get this work. Come on, Cavs. Y'all was gonna get this work. Y'all got y'all's honeymoon. Here's what I always tell about people. The difference between people that's successful in life and the difference between people who ain't successful in life is one or two things. One, everybody at the highest high levels work hard. So we have to stop saying they work hard. Because at the top of the food chain, everybody works hard. Everybody's giving you 40 plus hours. Every executive and CEO is giving you 60 hours. Everybody's doing that. If you want that bag, if you're making $1 million, you're busting your tail and you're gonna work 60 hours. So don't tell me about how hard you work. Everybody work hard, or you're not gonna be there for long. It comes down to people who capitalize when opportunity comes along and you capitalize on it. Are you prepared to capitalize when your opportunity comes? Some people don't think their opportunity gonna come, and then they don't prepare for it. And then when it hit them, they looking around trying to get ready. Wow, man. Well, next summer, I'm going to work on that jumper so I can hit it in the corner. Next summer, I'm going to work on my defense. And I'm going to make sure that, he ain't going to be able to drive and go to the rim on me. Next summer, you know what I'm doing? I'm going to work on my conditioning. I was tired in the fourth quarter. Well, little do people know that all of that next summer type stuff, yeah, you work on it, but you never get to that point again. You never get to that pinnacle no more. You never get that opportunity again. And you fight the rest of your career talking about, I just want to get back to the promised land. I want to get back to the Garden Eden. I want to get, nah, bro, it's too late. Because you don't know. I tell people all the time, I was the best I was ever going to be. I was the best I was ever going to be. And I was 19. Didn't even know it. I'm going to be cold, bro. I'm going to put this little weight on. I'm going to get stronger. No. I was the best I was ever going to be. Somebody should tap me on the shoulder and say, hey, you might want to get it while you can now, big fella. You about to have 15 surgeries. Little did I know. Hey, somebody used to tell the Golden State Warriors, or somebody used to tell, not the Warriors, but the Oklahoma City Thunder, when they had Harden, Westbrook, and Durant, hey, y'all going to be back. Y'all be back in a minute. When they lost to the Heat, y'all be right back in there. No, never. Never saw the finals again as that three triumvirate. And all three of those guys went on to win MVPs. All three of those guys are first ballot Hall of Famers. Somebody should have told Kyrie Irving, listen, my brother, you got that little ring with the Cavs. Yeah, wait till I go ahead and impose myself on my knee. I'm going to get my own team, and then we're going to get it done. Really? Doesn't look like it's going to happen. See, sometimes you ain't prepared. And the Cavs right now had an opportunity to solidify that 6th seed, to be knee deep in the playoffs and to give themselves an opportunity. But sometimes when you're young, you don't understand nothing. And so your coaching staff has to come and say, look, y'all might not think so. This is urgent. I know for 21-year-olds, 26-year-olds, 23-year-olds, ain't nothing in life urgent, but this is urgent. Take advantage of your opportunities and don't fade down the backstretch. Don't fade. You don't know if you're going to get an opportunity. Y'all a couple of, so what are y'all, who knows which one of y'all going to get injured next year? Let's get to these stats a little bit. I don't even really want to look at the box score. I don't even want to look at the box score. I mean, let me see it. Oh, my goodness. Let's go to the box score. Matter of fact. Oh. Let's see. Let's go to the hotline. We might got somebody on the hotline.
Now, press 2.
All right, we back on the hotline. Who we got on the hotline?
This is your dad, Ron Bush. Looked at the game. Cavaliers was not physical enough.
What up, Pops? What's going on with you?
They seem to be watching LeBron James instead of putting a body on him. I know he's great and all that, but being a young team and knowing what LeBron's legacy is, they should have been double teaming him and putting some physicality on him. They did not do that. I would have seen him rather go to the foul line and make some free throws than to just get him layup after layup, jumper after jumper. And after a while, he was clowning with him. You can't buy into that.
I was going to expect that. Since I seen the Lakers come up on the schedule, I just knew they didn't have nothing. I was looking at him like, well, who are they going to put on him? And when to beat LeBron like that, you got to have him down 12 points and dejected. And running your offense. When they was even and they was up a couple of points, I said, oh, no, this ain't the type of game you're going to win against LeBron. It's not going to happen.
No, you had them down 14 points. You should have buried them. And I know people say you can't win a game in the first quarter, but you had them 14. Teams should call timeout and say, we're going to take this thing up to in the 20s. But like you say, young guys don't realize the moment. You know, after a while, LeBron started playing with their heads, started hitting them tough jumpers, and then he started just getting bums. All these other guys involved left. Stanley Johnson, you're getting the other little guard hitting three. Come on, man.
DJ Augustin.
Close out on some of them. You got to make them feel you.
And my thing was too, I'm all for it. But here's the thing. Come on, Kevin Love. Come on, Kev. You supposed to come in that game with a mentality and be telling these guys what we gonna do. Hey, listen, don't come in here spectating. We ain't doing no laughing and joking and dapping people up. We need to get this game. And he didn't have that same energy. He was laughing and joking. No, he didn't have that energy. And sometimes him and Jetty, mostly Kevin Love.
Right.
He's the guy who was on the championship team. He's the guy that was there in them wars and them battles. And sometimes he got to get the dudes together and say, look, man, I know I ain't starting, but this is the personality we need to have. It need to be somebody that get the young dudes together. And when LeBron dunked on him, I said, oh, it's done. Finished.
Oh, yeah.
It's done.
Oh, yeah. The only guy that was playing tough was Stevens. Stevens played tough, and we need more tougher players like that. But, they're going into Toronto. Toronto can tie this thing up. I think Toronto is losing or lost against Chicago, but that's going to be a tough game for them. And they better put their game face on. They better go in there with a purpose. They better go in there be physical. And if they don't, they're going to get ran out of the gym because Toronto said they don't have the tiebreaker. They have to beat them head-to-head now to tie this thing up.
Yep. Cavs got the tiebreaker, man. I appreciate it. As always, man, we'll check back in with you because we need to get that win. Got to get that win. That's the season right there. And before I let you go, if they go to the play, I don't like the Cavs' chances. I'm gonna be honest with you. If they go to the play-in, I don't like it. It's a one game scenario. No. I do not like that playing thing, and no. I think people will be demoralized a little bit. The fact that you've been hanging in there all year, 4 to 6, somewhere in that range, and you got to play in the playing game to fight your way in the playoffs.
Well, I see them right now. They're more of a candidate to the playing game than getting that 6th spot. I really do, because they got some tough games, and I don't think, by them being young and not having a veteran guy to step up, I think it's kind of where they sit right now.
All right, we'll check back in with you. Appreciate the call.
All right, then.
All right, man.
Bye.
My pop's checking in, just checking in, making sure I was good. But I can't. Let's get to the stats. No, I'll get your comments here. Let's get you your comments here. I say it's going to be it's going to be a junkyard dog fight the rest of the season. Exactly. And we missing Allen. We are missing Allen big time. What's the timetable on him coming back? What's the timetable on that? Christian says, LeVert is kind of disappointing to me. The man only has one move in this mid-range between the... Hey, come on, Christian. You been out here scouting too? I was like, Karis LeVert, you only giving me that little hesitation crossover, him in the middle of the lane type pull-up game. I'm like, where's the all the way to the rack game? Where's the 3-point game? He hit a 3 tonight, couple threes. You right though. You on his game. You seen. You saw it too. You on him. You on him. You definitely on him. Hey, Black Diamond says, can't spectate like that. Hey, if you want to be a fan, be in the stands, bro. You cannot spectate like that. Ever since LeBron joined the Lakers, he guaranteed to win when he comes back home. Facts. I mean, he's getting 40, 50. He's getting, it looked like he can get 60 if he want. That man, I told you that man don't lose in Cleveland. They got nephew today by LB and the Lakers. Hey, they got little homie. He just backing you down. Backing you down. Not close. And then, like my dad said, my pops called in and said, hey, man, they styling on you. When he hit them little, see, that's what he do. When he hit them little fade away dagger shots, that hurts your soul. Because then you get half the crowd be like, oh, and a couple of people be cheering like, yeah, LeBron, I'm still rocking with you. That hurts your soul, especially in your own building. Devastating. Totally need Jarrett Allen. Need him back bad. Let's get into these stats a little bit, man. Let's get into them a little bit. I really don't. Ain't nothing really even to talk about. You know why you lost. We know why we lost. Lakers shot 56% tonight. A lot of dudes. DJ Augustin killed us. I think he was like 8 for 8 or something. 12 of 32 for 3-point for the Lakers. 14 of 39, 35% for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 13 of 16 for free throws, 81%. Cavs shot better from the line tonight, 16 of 19, 84%. This right here is disappointing. You cannot get out-rebounded by the old Lakers, 41 to 38 on the boards. The Lakers also gave you more assists tonight. I think Darius Garland had a crazy game, but still between Russell Westbrook and LeBron, they're going to facilitate. 3 blocks apiece. Lakers has 7 steals. Cavs, not too many turnovers, but Lakers only had 8 turnovers. Points in the paint killed us. 64 points in the paint to 54. That shows me you're not being physical enough. Those total rebounds, you lost that. They were also, they shared the basketball, moved the basketball more, beat you in assists. More tenacious, more steals, 7 steals to 3 steals. And they forced more turnovers than you and got 10 more points in the paint. You already know what that is. This is already L City. Let's go to Cavs box score. Let's go ahead and get this in. First of all, let me get this out of here. Get you out of here. Block. Block. See, y'all cats, stop spamming. You know I'm gonna catch you. Let's get to the Cavs box score tonight. Evan Mobley, 13 points, and I try not to kill the young fella, because here's the thing: when you playing these type of games, I keep looking at his body type, and I'm like, I know you wearing down a little bit. Especially, he's the only one banging down there. Jared Allen is out. But he's, if that's going to happen like that, you got to play Moses Brown some. You got to play Moses, big 7-2. I like what he did. He gave you 5 minutes, but he gave you 3 points on a oop, gave you a rebound. If Mobley's getting wore down and marketing is not going to play like he didn't play like he was 7 foot today. He floated around the rim a lot. He got bullied by LeBron a lot, going to the basket, was not aggressive. Laurie Marketing got 18 and 9 tonight. But if they're not going to give it to you, you got to give Moses Brown. Come on, JB. Come on now. Darius Garland played out of his mind. I thought he played great. 29 points, 16 assists, 2 rebounds. But, you got to have a secondary score. When you look at it, and here's where you're going to have problems. If Lamar Stevens is your second leading scorer, you're in trouble. Big time. I thought he gave you some tough minutes. 16 points, 2 assists, 6 rebounds from Lamar Stevens. But if you only get 16 from him, you in trouble. Laurie Marketing, thought he had 18 and 9, close to a double-double, but I thought them numbers and them stats was empty stats tonight. Them was fool's gold tonight. Kevin Love didn't give you much. I needed more. I needed more intensity out of Kev. I needed more leadership. I needed more a physicality. He's got to give me that physical. I know Kevin Love in his mind, he like, listen, I just got to make it through the season. This is the first time I'm close to being through a whole season without being injured. I get that. But I got to have more. I got to have more, especially in a game like this. Jetty, and I don't know what JB is doing with Jetty. When a lot of guys was out, Jetty was the only dude that was really giving you some energy. And right now, he's not getting consistent minutes, 5 points. I don't know what he's doing really with Karis LeVert. I think he's trying to figure it out. 13 points for Karis LeVert tonight. And it's pretty soon. Here's the thing. Isaac Okoro giving you 29 minutes. He gave you 12 points. Karis LeVert gave you 16 minutes, 13 points. At some point in time, Karis LeVert needs to be in that starting lineup because they need people to score. And they just can't get enough points. So I get that you like, Isaac Okoro's defense. That's great. But you gave up 131 points. So who was playing defense? Well, nobody really playing no defense. Goodwin, 3 points. Moses Brown gave you 3 points. So that's the rub right here. That's the rub. If you're not going to get 20 from Mobley, which is asking a lot from a rookie nightly, Darius Garland, who's already playing 41 minutes, Laurie Marketing has to be aggressive. And when I mean aggressive, it means inside and outside. If they want to win games down the backstretch, Kevin Love's going to have to be in them 20s, somewhere around 18, and Laurie Marketing is going to have to be somewhere about 20 with aggressive play. So, it looked good. A lot of this looked good, but when you watch the game, no, it wasn't it. Let's get back to some comments, man. Let's see. Hey, I know the Cavs is 3 over the Raptors, but here's the thing: they got the lead. They have a half game lead over them. But if you win a season series 3-1, but the Raptors still get the 6th seed, what does that matter? Right now, the Cavs need to lock this thing up. We need to lock all that up. Speaking of 43 people in the building, please hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Yeah, my daughter texted me and said, we need the fro. Yeah, we need that back. I don't care. And by the way, I don't care what he wear. He can wear jeans, corduroys, slacks, sweatpants, zip ups. I don't care what he wear. Just get him back in the game, man. Get him back, man. Yeah, they did. They got a little brother tonight. Brown apologized for dunking on K Love. I saw March 30th for JA to return, and I say maybe. Jared Allen, hopefully we can get him back. LeBron passing Magic in assists by season's end or game one next year. About 100 short. He could realistically average 15, 10, and 10 till he's 45. Him and Brady are on a whole different animal. Yeah, and my thing too is, and I don't want to make it like a Jordan versus LeBron thing, but I just think sometimes, there's some very smart people who do who do NBA videos, who do talk sports. But some of the reasons that people, pick things for nostalgia, it's just corny. Like, I'm sorry, at this point, there's a lot of people who say Jordan just because why? It was Jordan. I mean, to be honest with you, the best team I've ever seen in my life, and it's really not debating, is the Golden State Warriors when they had Kevin Durant. It's the best team I've ever seen. And when you look at some of the teams that, Michael Jordan was playing, they romanticized these guys like they was world beaters. I mean, the New York Knicks was getting 80 points a game. I mean, these guys, they had 96 power forwards on the squad. My thing too is, at what point do you penalize somebody? Well, LeBron played way more years. Did nobody tell Jordan to retire 2 years? Did nobody tell you to go get emotional and play baseball? Like, did nobody care about that? And then when you came back, you still lost. You did lose. They act like Michael Jordan, he played all them years. And then they act like the Wizards didn't count. Didn't nobody tell you to retire again in your prime? See, think about it. Jordan and the Bulls won 3-peat. He retired 2 years. They won 3-peat again. At the end of that second 3-peat, when you watch his documentary, the Last Dance, why ain't nobody say this? If you so good, you didn't like the fact that they wasn't bringing Phil Jackson back, right? You, Michael Jordan, win without him. LeBron the one with all kind of coaches. You didn't like the fact that, Scotty, they wouldn't go pay Scotty. You actually don't really like Scotty like that. Let's be clear. Like, you don't like him like that. You diminish what he brings to the table. If Scotty was gone, win without him. You didn't do that. You just said, I'm going to retire again. Then you came back with the Wizards. All of that counts, homie. And the final thing is, LeBron played so many other years. I mean, 6 for 6. Well, if they were so 6 for 6, I forgot. Didn't Hakeem Olajuwon win back-to-back championships? Where's all that 6 for? What? Guys be doing way too much of the nostalgic stuff. I get it. Jordan is the most impactful player ever to do it. He got the shoes. He got the look. He got everything. You can't deny that. But if that man, LeBron James, his best gift is passing, but he's the all-time leading scorer, how that gonna be? my best attribute is passing, but I'm the all-time leading scorer. It's crazy. It's crazy. Speaking of, let's continue to look at the Lakers stats for today. Good gracious, man. Dwight Howard gave you nothing. 4 points, 5 rebounds. He's still sulking from the fact that he did not make the All-75 team, which I think is still kind of dirty. Dwight Howard has a really good chance, a really good argument for why he should be in that. And then look at this. LeBron James hit you with 38 points, 12 assists, 11 rebounds, played more minutes than everybody with 41, and he did it easy. And he might go back to sleep in his own bed tonight. I don't know. He might be an Akron. Who knows what he's doing? You let Russell Westbrook get comfortable. 20 points for him, 11 assists. He started running his mouth. You got to make him feel like he doesn't belong. That's how you get him out of his game. You don't belong, Russell Westbrook. You let him get comfortable with 20. And then the Cavs have an issue with this. They have an issue with this. These tertiary guys, DJ Augustin, 20 points. I didn't even know he was still in the league. DJ, I ain't seen you since like 2013. He hit you. He hit you for 20. Stanley Johnson hit you for 12. You let Malik Monk get 12. I mean, when Austin Reeves, who is that? I know who Austin Rivers is, but Austin Reeves is a no. You can't give up a combined, what is that? 55 points to Austin Reeves, DJ Augustin, Stanley Johnson, Malik Monk, and you still gave Westbrook 20 and LeBron 30. Come on. You're not going to win no games like that, man. You're not going to win new games like that. Let's keep it moving. Keep it moving. Let's see. Jordan got smoked by the only legacy he played, Boston. Nobody after that even compared to San Antonio or Golden State. Bulls with 50 wins without Jordan. Cavs were number one without LeBron. All facts. By the way, let's be clear, and I'll give Isaiah Thomas credit for this. He said this. He said, Michael Jordan never beat the Lakers in his prime. Michael Jordan never beat the Celtics in his prime. Michael Jordan never beat the Pistons in his prime. You know, the whole year, the decade of the 80s, you know, the guy got in the league in 84? I mean, that's 6 years, 7 years in the league. You didn't win nothing. You never won against none of those dynasties. Not knocking you or taking anything away from you, but to marginalize what people is doing now is ridiculous, especially when people say Scottie Pippen was one of the greatest defenders, Gary Payton. You know LeBron got more steals than they do? It's crazy. LeBron has more rebounds than centers. You know that, right? This guy is going to be the all-time leading scorer. He's going to end up one, two, or three in assists. He probably won't catch John Stockton. Nobody's catching that. He had to play a long time to catch John. He's going to be in the top 3 for that. He's already the all-time leading scorer in playoff history in points. He's already got that. I didn't know he hit more postseason 3-pointers than anybody except Steph Curry. I was like, man, this is corny. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Let's go to these standings and take a look at how pivotal this next game is. I'll tell you what. It is pivotal. Right now, you got a game. One game ahead of Toronto. Right now you're 40-30. Toronto's 39-31, and you're playing them tomorrow. Now look at this. Look at your Brooklyn Nets. Just creeping around. 37 wins, right? Nobody don't want to play them. Don't nobody want to play them at all. Durant and Kyle, I don't want to see them. I don't want no parts in those guys. And you take a look at the schedule coming up. Here it is. There she go. So, you got the win against Detroit, but you took the L against the Lakers, and now the next two. These are division foes. Thursday, you're gonna have a little time off at Toronto, 7:30, and then you touch Chicago, man, 8:00. So that's the opponents coming up for the Cavs. They got to get both of those. I would prefer them to get both of those when you're looking at that. Definitely something that the Cavs need to work on. And, to me, it's they're struggling down the backstretch a little bit. And as always, I think they need to really ratchet it up and really go hard these last couple games. Because it would be a shame to waste this level of momentum and rolling the dice and have to be in a playing game. It just would. Let me get to your last comments here. Make sure 44 people. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you do both. so we can get this Cavs content out here. Solitaire says 1A MJ, 1B LeBron. Solitaire, Dwight Howard should have been on the 75. By the way, Dwight Howard got screwed. T-Mac got screwed. I think Vince Carter got screwed too. I think they got screwed too. Jared Allen is too short to play here. I don't understand that. Does anybody? Why is Jared Allen too? Can somebody explain why Jared Allen is too short to play? He said it. He said it twice. I don't. We let a bunch of burgers get us off tonight. The Lakers came out looking washed in the first quarter. We got to stop choking. Reggie Miller, skinny butt, tried to saying that how physical he had it in his era. I watched the broomstick 1,000 times, hearing any dude exaggerating worse than my kids used to. You know what that is. You know you got to always stick up for your era. That's what they be doing. They be sticking up, where I came from, it was all bad. You know what I'm saying? People used to just walk up to you, punch you in the face, and then hit you in the back of the head with a shovel. Dang, where'd you come from? Well, that level of violence, I'm just telling you, man. You ever go against Kevin McHale? Like, y'all act like Kevin McHale was part of he was Scott Hall and Kevin Nash from the NWO or something, bro. Yeah, man. But we go check in back with y'all again. Cavs disappointing tonight. Let's see if we can go ahead and get that win against Toronto. If they get the win against Toronto and then coming back against Chicago, I think it'll make me feel a lot better than what we're doing. Shout out to the super chat at the end. Got the super chat right at the end. Trevor Davis, y'all like the new lineup? No, I don't like it. I don't know what he's doing, and somebody got to figure out what Okoro and Karis LeVert, we got to figure that out. And the rotations got to get a lot better too. I will say that. Trevor, thank you so much. I don't know what that means. I sent ONR, but we'll take it. I'll catch y'all. Y'all have a great night tonight. We'll catch you same time, same place. Got to get that money off. You know what it is. Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah, you did. Hold on. Let me get you together. Oh, there we go. There we go, man. Soul Train, appreciate the super chat, man. I told you, my spotter. Thanks to my spotter over there. She was like, "You missed one." At least Toronto is about to lose. I'll take that too. And we'd have been really looking stupid if Toronto would have won. As always, we will catch you same time, same place. It's your boy, G. Bush, and we will get into it. You already know it.